Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a first look at The Flying Gang by Dirk Black, published by Illuminati Games. I want to thank Dirk Black for sending me this game for preview. This is a prototype, so whatever you see is subject to change in the final version. Now, what is The Flying Gang? So this is a Euro-style sandbox pirate game where you're trying to work up the ranks of being a pirate, and then ultimately defeating the flying gang to become the captain. So there are a lot of things that are going on in this game. Like I said, this is a sandbox game where you're sailing around the Caribbean, trying to get different resources, trading and selling, and also obviously buying different resources. You're attacking towns, attacking other sailors and pirates, and attacking your opponents as well by collecting treasures and upgrading your ship. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Let me show you how to play, and then I'm going to let you know my initial first impressions of this game. Now, mind you, this is just an overview. I'm not going to go over every little thing. So just giving you a brief overview of how this game is going to play. So let's get to the table and let me show you how the Flying Gang plays. Okay, so this is a game of the Flying Gang that we just got done playing. I'm just going to give you a brief overview. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. I'm not going to go over every little thing. So this is a Euro sandbox style game. So let's go with the player board first over here. As you can see, each player is going to represent a country. You got England, you got the Netherlands, you got Spain, and you got France. They all have their certain starting abilities here. Like I would have 5 hull, start with 4 crew members, and 6 sail. And of course, you have the action points as well. We all start with 4. Now, if you look at your ship, we all start as a sloop. We start with 4 crew members. We can hold up to 5 cargo, 5 hull, 4 action points, 3 cannons, and money. 3 start with money. And here we have our tech tree. So as you can see here, on turns 1, 2, 3, we could have a sloop, and we could only upgrade to a level 1 hammock. And then the ship, which was right here, you could upgrade to different ships. They all give you different abilities. So like, for example, I can have up to 5 crew members. If I am the Netherlands player, I have 1 additional hull. If I'm the English player, I get 3, and then plus 1 if I'm the English player, I would have 4 cannons. And same here, 8 cargo. If I was Spanish, up to 2. And then the action points, 4. And if I was French, up to 1. This costs 12 to buy and 6 to sell. So I can only upgrade to the pinnace on turn 1 to 3. And then I can go either way, copper armor level 1 or copper gun level 2. And then go to the brig. And then as you can see, as your turns go on, you can go to different ships and decide which one you want to do. And as the turns go on, these are what you can purchase. Again, they're all over here. They all do different things for you. Upgrade certain things. They let you know what turn they could be on, what kind of dice can get exchanged, re-rolled, how much money that they cost, and which cities they can be purchased in. Again, there are several different types of upgrades. Now you're looking at the map of the Caribbean here. And like I said, we just got done playing. You're going to have some of these tiles out here that let you know which cities are looking for what good. So like this is Caracau that is looking for sugar cane. And also over here we have the Cayman looking for sugar cane. These are also brought out randomly each round. So you have all these little cities here. As you can see, what country owns them, what their attack strength is, what resource that they are known for. Like, so this is tobacco in Puerto Bello, but also how many actions you can do in each of these cities. Now, you're obviously represented by these ships here. So what the point of the game is, you want to be the first player to get to 24 pirate points. And after that, you're going to fight the Flying Gang to see who will become the leader of the Flying Gang. So, but how do we get there? So as you see, this was a 3-player game. Now you're going to be going to all these different little towns and cities across the Caribbean. At the start of your turn, you are going to roll this compass die that's going to determine the resources. So we have a 1. So if you look over here, the tobacco is going to go up. We're all going to get a free action. But if you have to look on the other side, rum is going to lose its value. So we would do that all here. Everything's going to start in the middle of the beginning of the game. So tobacco went up, so now it is worth 4, and rum went down, and we could sell it at a 2-to-1 ratio. So that's going to happen at the start of every round. Over here, we have the event cards, or the politic cards. It goes up to 8 turns. So what's going to happen with these cards, just for example, you're going to do what it says. So all hits on other ships are doubled, and the flying gang gets an iron gun. So every single one of these cards is going to benefit the iron gang at the end of the game, as you can see here. And it also does other things for different players. So now, when you on your turn, there are several things you can do. When you're at a city, you can buy, obviously. So this is supposed to be con. This is rum. So you can sell or buy rum for what it is worth at the city. But again, you can only do that many actions at that city. Now, as you can see, this one is known for its con. So it will be cheaper to buy con here, but you cannot sell con at this city. Another thing you can do is also buy your upgraded ships, or buy the upgraded components for your ships. Again, these all are going to cost 1 action point, and we only have 4. Another thing you can do is attack this city, which would increase your pirate points. So when you attack, as you can see, they have 1 cannon. I have 3. I will roll my 3 die, of course. Now, okay, so this is what I have here, and again, another player is going to roll for them. Now, the symbols on the die, you have the gun, which is going to attack crew members. So so I'll go over that in a little bit. But here we are only concerned about cannons. But cannons are going to disrupt the hull, and the chains are going to disrupt the sail. But now, if they were to roll a wave token, this is going to block my cannon. Shields are going to block my pistol, and the sails are going to block my chains. And that's more for when you're attacking other pirates or other players. So again, so if I were to attack and successfully defeat the city, I can no longer shop here. So I would actually put like one of my cubes there to remind me that I can no longer go there. Now, when you move into every single different area, you're going to draw that many cards. So every new area that you move to, you're going to draw one of these sea movement cards. Now, like this is a friendly neutral ship. They are Spanish, but they can do a crap ton of damage. When you see these red cannons, that means that they're going to hit you instantly, or it's like a surprise strike. Of course, this is what happens when you defeat them. You would get 20 coins and 10 tobacco. You could also get these treasure cards. What you would have to do is go to this location here, and you're going to roll the bone die and to see which one you are going to get. So you can get 10 gold and 1 pirate point, or you can get a pirate point. And again, if you fail these rolls, you will still get the pirate points for trying, but you will not get the resource. So again, the bone die are right here, which are these, right? Again, these are really, really nice. But again, there are several other dies that are used in combat. Again, that is going to be determined by what kind of equipment you get. They will give you stronger die. So let's say we're going after another player. Now, we're always going to compare our dice. So when we are attacking, we're going to roll how many dice we have. It's always going to, and again, also with the pirates or other ships, you're always going to go 3 rounds of combat. So you're going to roll your die and then determine, and then compare. So if I were to roll the pistol, I'm attacking his crewman over here. If they ever get to 0, they are out. They have to go to the nearest city, and you are forced to buy new crewmen. Again, if I would hit the hull with the cannon, that is also going to do the same. But when you're in the yellow, you're going to lose 2 cargo. And if you're in the red, you're going to lose 4 cargo and 1 cannon. If your sails are damaged, you're going to lose an action point. And in the red, you're going to lose 2 action points. So that's going to go on for 3. Now, when you defeat a fellow player or another pirate, you're going to go up 2 pirate points. And again, same thing. You will take their gold, and you will take a treasure card that was on them. So essentially, you're going to keep doing this, going around the board, upgrading, buying, selling resources, attacking pirates, attacking your other players until you get to here. So when this happens, and you're going to fight, you're the first person to get to 24 pirate points, you're going to fight the flying gang. So the way this works is the player with the fewest pirate points is going to take over as the leader of the flying gang, and they're going to use their ship to the strength of the flying gang. So, but what happens is all these cards here are going to be added to that player's ship or the flying gang. So they're going to get a lot stronger. Now, obviously with 2 players, the weaker player is going to take over. And so like right now, this was for an example, this was all what we got to with the flying gang. So they had copper armor, copper guns, and I believe they were added more iron guns also before. So they're going to have all these upgraded abilities, and it's going to be on their ship. So what's going to happen now is that when you attack the flying gang, you're going to keep going until one side reaches the red area on their ship. If that first player does not defeat the flying gang, then that is it. Then the second player who was behind them is going to attack the flying gang right after. But now the flying gang is going to regenerate back to half its strength, and it's always going to be rounded up, and the new battle is going to begin. So as it keeps beating all these players, they're always going to regenerate until the third. So if you're playing in a 4-player game, it's gonna give the third player a chance to win the game. So whoever defeats the flying gang is going to win the game. So really, essentially, the first person to defeat that to get to 24 is going to be at full strength to fight the flying gang. The second player does not. Again, the flying gang is also regenerating after every fight. So again, even if you know you are not in the lead, you still want to prepare as if you're going to fight the flying gang, just in case the first player doesn't make it. So there is that kind of catch-up mechanism there. So that is essentially the game and how it plays. So let's get back, and I'm going to let you know what my initial impressions are of this game. Okay, and that is the flying gang. Like I said, I did not go over everything. This is a sandbox game. There is a lot going on. I forgot to bring up that there are quest cards that also help you rank up as a pirate. Other things that it has you do. So essentially, I did like this game a lot. I think it does things differently. It is a straight up sandbox game, meaning you can do whatever you want in order to achieve that goal of going up in the ranks. In terms of player interaction, again, it all depends on the people you are playing with. And like, you know me, I want player interaction. And if you want to play aggressively, you can go and play straight out the box. Go and attack somebody right away if you want. If you want to play more conservatively, there are different ways to play this game, which I think a lot of people are going to like. Now, I haven't played the other sandbox game. I believe it was Merchants and Marauders, so I can't say how it compares to that, because this is actually the first sandbox game that I have ever played. I do own Western Legends, and I have yet to play it, unfortunately. It's pretty hard around here. But this is a really, if you are into that pirate theme, the theme here is very, very strong. You have that feeling that you are a pirate going around wreaking havoc on the Caribbean. Again, if that's the way you want to play, you can, again, try to play a little more conservatively and try to go towards the quest. But you still have to do some nasty things in order to achieve your goal. It's not, again, when it comes to randomness, there is that randomness with the dice rolls, obviously, but there's that, that feeling of when you upgrade your ship, being stronger. You get that feeling that your crew, your ship, that you yourself are becoming more powerful, going up against these other pirates or other pirate hunters that are in the game, or you could again attack a regular ship, depending on which country it is. So yeah, the theme's very strong. Interaction, again, that is variable depending on who is playing. I do think 3 will probably be 3 and 4. Obviously, the sweet spot for this game. You want more people, more opponents out there sailing around trying to mess with you and trying to hinder your goals. I really did like the combat. The combat felt it. Even yes, you are rolling dice and stuff, but it felt like a pirate battle. The way that both people are rolling dice, the different type of dice, how the guns attack the crew members, the chains attack your sails, and how the cannons attack your hull. It just felt like I was having a pirate battle, even though it was just dice, as odd as that seems. So they did get that pirate feeling, that pirate battle feeling in this game, which I did enjoy. Again, the stock market thing, the rolling of the dice, I guess that can be that's going to be subjective. People always say oh, why wouldn't the stock go up if more people are buying this or going down? I don't know how people are going to feel about that dice roll. I did not think it was that big of a deal. Again, I think the main concept, the main mechanism that's going on here is you just going around doing what you want to do. It is essentially Grand Theft Auto as a board game with the pirate theme. Again, you're not stealing ships or anything, but you get where I'm going with it. As in that, you're pretty much going around wreaking havoc, doing what you want to do. And I did like that when it comes to the end with the flying gang, that even though the first person who gets to that 24 points is going to be who battles them first, you still have a chance to win the game because you can still try to prepare for that battle, because there's a good chance that person or the second person is not going to beat the flying gang, because they're just going to get progressively stronger with each round depending on which of those event cards are coming out. So there is that catch-up mechanism. So just because someone's always in the lead does not mean they're going to win the game. So I think there are going to be people that are going to enjoy this. So who is this game for? Again, like sandbox games, they're not for everyone. It can go a little long depending on how many players there are. The turns can be a little bit of a downfall. They can be drag a little, because there are a lot of things you can do on your turn. Even though you start with 4 action points, the more upgrades you get, the more action points you're going to have. So the downtime can be a little bit long. That's why I think 3 might be the sweet spot, the best way to play. But again, I do think if you are a fan of the pirate theme, I think you're going to love this game. Again, if you like sandbox games, if you're a fan of Merchant and Marauders, you're probably going to want to check this one out. I've always heard Merchant and Marauders is a very long game. I don't think this will go that long. Again, because of so many ways to get those points. Again, I've never played Merchant and Marauders, but people I've played this game with have said that it does play quicker than it. But yeah, if you like sandbox, if you like that pirate theme, if you like combat, and again, like I said before, the combat in this game is on point. It does feel like I'm on a ship shooting at another ship. So I did like that part a lot. I think a lot of people will like it also. Again, you do have those Euro elements in this game when it comes to the resources. So it has a little bit of Euro-ness in it. So like I said, it's a Euro sandbox style game. But yeah, I do recommend. I think you should check it out. I'm gonna leave a link to the Kickstarter in the comment section. But yeah, that is the Flying Gang. So that is my first impressions of this game, and I'm looking forward to what the finished product is going to look like. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I always respond to everybody. Please like and subscribe. Help this little channel grow. We are growing every day. Equipment is getting better. And, you know, we're getting more games sent in. So we are growing little by little. It's all thanks to you guys for watching and for subscribing. So, yeah, that is going to do it. That is the Flying Gang. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, have a great one.